大陸に害なす者は私が止める。覚悟されよ。
Yo, Xin Chao everyone, or hello in Vietnamese. I'm back from vacation. It's been a hot second, huh? Anyways, this week, we're getting a new traveler, or I suppose a EX version of our character we've already seen. EX Elrica is coming out. She is a thief of the power faction hailing from the memories of Earthterra, so in the same banner as Kilns, OG, Elrica, and Santos, just a few to name. She can exploit all physical weaknesses, although not great at it, but her role is mainly of breaking shields from the back row. With her introduction, she may be replacing her Sarisa if you're still using her. Let's go ahead and check her out. Yoko Hikasa is her VA, and of course it's still the same VA from the OG Elrica, so nothing new there. Let's go ahead and head on over to her notable damaging skills. Her first one is an SP cost of 41. It's a 3-hit single target dagger damage attack, 1C 65, and again anything in green is her global buffs. This now lowers shield points regardless, and becomes a 5-hitter at max PP, and then she switches to a back row. Her second ability is an SP cost of 87, that becomes 70. She goes first, and she deals a 6-hit random target damage attack up, bouncy at 65, and exploits lightning as well. And then she switches to the back row. Her third ability is an SP cost of 82 that becomes 66. It's a preemptive 1-hit AoE dagger damage attack, bouncy 180, 2 to 5 turns based on the boost level. And at 6 stars, this lowers shield points regardless. So this ability is similar to Solin's Flying Flame Lance or Ludai's Javelin Rush. And then lastly, we have her TP skill, which is a SP cost of 95. It's a 3-turn countdown and then a 4-hit AoE dagger damage, potency of 70. This lowers shield points regardless and cannot break your enemy. For her EX skill, after 3 turns and 2 usages per battle, it's a 2-hit single target dagger physical damage attack, potency 135. And this skill gets a damage cap up of 50,000 and she moves to the back row. For her ultimate, at level 1 to level 20, it's a self potency up 50 at level 1 and 150 at level 20 for 2 turns, and then she moves to a back row. Activating this ultimate at 200%, she gives the front row dead aim and can crit with elemental attack. For her notable support skills, there's one with an SP cost of 26. She lowers physical and elemental defense of 15%, 2 to 5 turns, based on a boost level, and then she moves to a back row. Next we have her passives. When she's in the back row, she gives the front row a SP regen, 5% of their max SP, and she also reduces the front row's damage received by 10%. For her second passive, when she's in the back row again, and when the front row attacks, she deals a +1 AoE dagger physical damage attack, once to 150, and this attack will always reduce shield points. And then for her third passive, when a broken enemy is present, she exploits sword, polearm, dagger, axe, bow, staff, tomes, and fan. Then she has a 10% in lightning resistance and 20% in wind. Taking a look at her stats are somewhat mediocre as she's mainly a breaker, but her physical attack at level 120 is 488. Her speed is kind of mid at 485, but other than these 2 stats, everything else seems quite apparent of a typical thief. So now for the main question, should you pull? She's okay. In her main kit alone, she can help shave dagger and lightning weaknesses with her random target attack ability. She'll mainly be used as a offset shield breaker and chilling your back row. Her second passive does give your ally a +1 dagger attack that it also does shave 1 shield when she's in the back. Her third passive gives her exploits to all physical weaknesses, which again could prove to be useful. And honestly, while this all looks decent on paper, it's difficult to justify using her in your team if you already have a dedicated breaker like Kanari or possibly even Sarisa. If you have enough travelers right now, and you're able to bring in a specific team comp to match the enemy's weakness, you might be better off bringing in another support then. She's very much a glorified Sarisa, and to be honest, if you're rocking the Kaine and Tiziano combo, you honestly don't need her. Not to also mention the fact that her abilities will only take up the dagger implant counters that Kaine needs. Checking out her A4 accessory, it's a 62 physical attack and 80 to crit. Front row gets a 20,000 damage cap up, also inflicts a 10% dagger resist down to all enemies. The flat stats are trash at this point. A damage cap up accessory that benefits the front row is always good to have. And lastly, the 10% dagger resist down is decent, but if you already have Hikari's A4 accessory or Nearest A4 accessory, for this dagger resist down reason alone, is not worth it. Now, longevity. I don't see her being used much in the far future. General all-around breakers are good for newer players, but these travelers quickly fall off as the power creep quickly comes around the corner. Come this maintenance, I'll possibly do a few pulls for her, but just because of the fact that she's one of the best waifus in the game. But with this EX version, she's definitely more of a nice to have traveler compared to a must have. let's go ahead and wrap up. Character design 3.5 out of 5. I don't like this Renaissance-like costume that she has on. One of her main defining feature is her long braided hair that's now covered by a hat. Also, her simplistic clothes from her OG, from a dress to warrior. Next, we have her VA 5 out of 5. This is our waifu Elrica. Abilities 2.75 out of 5. These all-round breakers are good now, but quickly fall off. Longevity 2.75 out of 5. If you have the Kaine TZ combo and a decent team for most weaknesses, this could be a skip for you. Time limited 1 out of 5. She is a memory traveler of the Orsterer side. Overall impression 2.75. The better Sarisa. EX Elrica received global buffs just like EX did Trina, but since her kit was overall worse, she did receive more buffs. With these buffs, it has definitely made her a better breaker. She's able to break any 2 shields at the back of each turn, of course after activating her ability, and also break any 5 shields at max boost. This doesn't add too much to her overall value, which is still being a somewhat decent breaker. She is still very much a glorified, better version of Sarisa. I would continue to keep saving rubies for travelers who will truly matter. We've already seen this with Kaine and Tiziano, and now currently they destroy pretty much everything in the game. But with that, that was EX Elrica. Let me know if you'll be pulling for her. I'll catch you next time. Take care of yourself like always. Loud out.